Hey everyone, welcome to Nicole's Needlework. My name is Nicole and this is a podcast about stitching and knitting. Today is Friday, February 17th, 2017. It is around 4:40 p.m. I've just got off work and I thought I'd do a quick podcast. This is for you, Karen. She's always wanting me to do a podcast on Friday. Excuse me, let me get situated. So I do have a couple finishes to share. I gave blood today, so I'm like a little spacey, but it wasn't too bad except for the lady like jabbing the needle in my arm and twisting it, trying to find a vein. That wasn't too pleasant, but the actual giving blood part was fine. Anyway, it's for a good cause, right? So my first finish is With Thy Needle and Thread, February wordplay. And this is on 40 count vintage buttercream. And I used the called for threads. I think they're all Gentle Arts. So that was a lot of fun. And I'd like to finish this into a little pillow with some chenille around the edges. So one day. And I know many people have said, you got a lot of empty space on your walls. You should really hang your stuff up. And I know. And people who watch my other videos with all my finishes, wow, you should really get those frames. Yeah, I know, I really should. My problem is, like I've said before, I don't know why. I have this I'm such a progress stitcher that I just love, or process stitcher that I just love stitching, and then when I'm done, it's like, okay, I'm done, and I throw it in a drawer or my bin, and yeah, I know, I really want to get stuff framed, and I don't know what's wrong with me, why I don't just take it there and get it framed. It's almost like I'd rather spend the money on more stitching stuff, which I do have some of that. So yes, one day I am gonna get some stuff framed. I really am. I know I've been saying that forever, but I really am. Anyway, and I do have some, here, I wonder if I can show. I do have a couple things. Whoops, sorry for the thumb. There's my sampler, and there's my angel. So it's not like everything is unframed. Sorry for that. And I do have stuff framed, but they're in boxes. So I need to get those out and hang them on the wall. And I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not normal. I'm just not. Okay, so my other finishes are, this I finished before, but I got it blocked. So it lays much nicer now. And it's not real big. It's just a nice, simple shawl. And this was the Pebble Beach shawl by Helen Stewart. It's actually kind of warm this afternoon. It's in the 70s. So, cats, I don't know. I'm sure they've been sleeping all day while I was at work, so now it's playtime. My other finish was my blueberry waffle socks, and this is the teacup, or hedgehog fibers in the teacup colorway. So I'm real happy with how these turn out. They're so soft. So soft. And I did them a little shorter. It's kind of like the length I like to wear my socks. So I did them like that. And these were done on 2.25 millimeter needles, or size 1, US size 1. So those are my two knitting finishes. And I did start a new knitting project. I started the Citron shawl. This is really bright pink. And it is a free pattern, nitty pattern, and this is Malbrigo lace in the fuchsia colorway. It's not as bright as it's showing up on camera, but it is still pretty bright. And this is kind of a half circle shawl with a little detail, ruching detail there. This has been a fun one to work on. I just have it in my pretty cheap bag. Cats, no, they're so bad. All right. So what I've been working on, some stash I got is I showed this last time. I can't remember. The American Sampler by Plum Street. I had a tiny little start on that. And this is, yeah, I think I did, yeah, I did share this last time. Vintage Metal Rue. So I just had a tiny bit done, and now I have just a tiny bit more. So I haven't really worked on it. Because something else, I found a new floss tuber. Her name is Kathleen from the Trodden Trail, down the Trodden Trail, something like that. I'll post it in my show notes. But she started His Eyes on the Sparrow. And she showed it in her first video, and I've had this pattern for a long time. And I loved it. I loved her start, and I love the pattern too. It's huge. And the recommended fabric is 28 count doubloon, but I chose 40 count. And I ordered a fat half from 123 Stitch. And when it came, I started it right away. So this is what's been taking up most of my time here. So again, this is 40 count doubloon, not doubloon. And heartstring samplery, His Eyes on the Sparrow. And it's all Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works threads. Oh. So very pretty colors. So it's been fun. What else? I don't think I'm working on anything else right now. Just my shawl and this. I did get some stash. I got another, oh no, this is Stacy Nash, Summer at Hollyberry Farm, and I actually started this a while ago. And I started on 35 count and just did a little bit of the border. And for some reason, I wasn't enjoying it. So, I saw recently on Instagram, I can't remember who was stitching it, but they were stitching on 40 count vintage fawn, and it was so pretty. So I decided to order it again. So I ordered the pattern again, and I ordered the vintage fawn. And these are just some threads I needed for it. You can hear my 14-year-old. I think he's sometimes a bigger kid than my 10-year-old, but that's okay. And I got a little more stash in the mail, because I don't know why, I just gone on a stash wanting phase lately. Sorry. Okay, so what is in here? Oh. So for my chalk squared, I got a couple of these. I really want to get back to it. So this is October, this is September. And I also got November and December coming from Stitch and Frame. I needed one thread. 123 Stitch didn't have it. Stitch and Frame did. So I thought I'll go ahead and get November and December, because 123 Stitch doesn't have November and December for some reason, even though I've requested it a couple times when they say, was there something you needed that you couldn't find today? Okay, so I also got this heartstring sampleries, Cross Stitch Nation. I just thought that was really cute. I've had my eye on it for a while, and I needed a week's for the pink, so I got that too. And another pattern I started a while ago, a project I started a while ago, but gave up on, is this one, Dutch Beauty. This is another huge one. But if you ever seen Plum Street Sampler's Paulette's finish hanging in her bedroom, it's just so pretty. And so I still have the fabric that I started it on, which, see how huge? This thing is huge. So here is, if I could get to it, here is my little start there. So I do want to get back to this, and this is 40 count Park City blend, and I think I dyed it like a little bit with coffee because I think it was lighter before. But yeah, that's another one I regretted after selling the pattern. So I gotta stop doing that. Just need to hold on to my stuff, and then, you know, because I might regret it. But oh well, it's in the past. What can you do? So that's it for finishes and whips and stash, and that's about it. Like I said, this is gonna be a really quick episode. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I am going to take Matthew to Myrtle Beach tomorrow to play Pokemon. He loves the trading card game, and we found a place that they do the tournaments. So, and they have a junior group, and he's all excited. He got his deck all together, and so that's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. Show notes can be found on my blog, nicolesneedlework.com, and I can also be found on Instagram, Ravelry, Flickr at Nicole's Needlework. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.